Hey, Shalom, Michelle. I want to start off source by giving all praise to Yahweh, Hashem, El Shah, Hashem, Akal, Kodash, double honors to the apostles of GMS, and honors to brothers doing the work in truth, war, sincerity. This is a quick one. What do you call it? This is on a bit of information, right? As a YouTube was meant to be a video dating website, right? Now this article dates back to 2016, right? And you hear the apostles speak about, you know, YouTube has really helped do the heavy lifting, right, to help push this word throughout the whole earth. But that's because the Most High basically put it in these devils to basically use YouTube for this particular purpose, right? To build YouTube up to being the, to the what you call it, the juggernaut that it is, right? And I say that because ultimately, Esau is the one who decides which businesses make it at, that much, right? Because you've got several different, video sharing platforms. You've got YouTube, you've got a Daily Motion, you've got Vimeo, but the Lord was like, "Now I want YouTube," right? But I believe YouTube was probably the first to actually really go into this whole thing, right? And this whole video sharing thing. But hey, that's what the Lord wanted, right? And this was in '05, right? So it says in 2016, YouTube is firmly established as online viewers' first call for music videos, makeup tutorials, and men screaming at games, right? And that's the folly, right? And hey, YouTube be making hella cash from all of that folly, right? However, right, in the midst of all of that, you've got truth, right? Which ultimately is the real reason why that YouTube was created. Right, so but what's little known is that when it was launched in 2005, so 2 years before the apostles, would you call it, went onto the YouTube, right? They went on, I believe, uh, July 2007, so 7/7, right? It says the site had a different aim, dating, right? According to co-founder Stephen Chen, it was designed as a way for people to upload videos of themselves talking about the partner of their dreams, right? And would you call it? There was it's not in this article. It's in the I believe in the Wikipedia page, right? But there was actually another a platform that they had designed this system around, right? But basically, they found, well, the spirit had it, whereby YouTube failed as a dating platform, right? Which, you look at it now, it's like, how was YouTube ever a dating platform? That's because, right, it had had a purpose, right? And that purpose was for this truth. Right, so Job 33:15 says, in a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, and slumberings upon the bed. Then he openeth the ears of men, and sealeth their instructions, right, that he may withdraw man from his purpose, and hide pride from man, right? So this is a scripture that goes against this whole notion of free will, because that doesn't happen, right? Really, it's the Most High that is in control of whatever it is that we do, right? There is no free will whatsoever. The Lord is in complete control, right, of this whole game, right? But if the point wanted there was that he may withdraw man from his purpose, right? So they purpose to make it a dating website. However, right, they could have, what's that? That's that word. There's a phrase. They could have dug their heels in and said, "Nah, we're gonna make this work as a dating website, right?" But now, the Lord, right, worked on their minds to basically be like, "Nah, okay, cool. We ain't gonna do this. We're actually gonna move into regular YouTube, right? Regular videos, right? And then most importantly, got bought up by Google, right? Was it Viacom first, maybe, or and then Google? I forget. You know how these big conglomerates work, right? But why that's important is it then allowed all of these large, longer videos. Because at first YouTube was what, 10 minutes, 15 minutes a video, right? Low quality. But now you look at what it does now, right? You can live stream from basically anywhere, if you've got the right amount of subscribers or the right software, right? But once again, that was for the purpose of this truth, right? So this is let me try to find, I think Psalms 19, isn't it? Yep. So this is Psalms 19:1. The heavens declare the glory of the Most High, and the firmament showeth His handiwork. Day unto day speech, and night. So day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge. Right, going into the 24-hourness of the internet. Right, it says there is no speech, no language where their voice is not heard. Right. So this this internet allows for this words basically, mainly YouTube, because that's one of the main video sharing platforms in the world, right? And then you got this YouTube, right? You got videos all over the world, and even in the other direction, we'll see that. For instance, there was that video from the Philippines, man. Right, we're seeing it on the other side of the world. Like, whoa, shit, that's going down in the Philippines. That's beautiful, right? It says there is no speech, no language where their voice is not heard. And the beautiful thing now is with all of this AI. Like, for instance, that's why because if you notice, whenever you upload a video, right, it's got auto captions. That's because they're using AI to basically listen to what you're saying and make it into text, right? So speech to text algorithms, right? But with that, if you can go speech to text, that means you can go from text to translation, right? So then, even although machine translation is not that great, right? It basically allows someone to get a general gist of what is being said, right? It says their line is gone out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. In them hath He set a tabernacle for the sun, right? So we refer to Psalms 19 as the internet scripture, right? Which if you can receive it, this is what is being referred to, right? This is Matthew 24:14. It says, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come, right? And that had a need. That's why YouTube is so integral to this truth, right? Because without this YouTube, this truth wouldn't have gone around the world like it did, right? From 2007, brothers, start hearing the word. A couple of years later, camps were popping up all around the world, right? Until now, you see, you once again, I'll give the account of that guy from the Philippines, right, teaching his congregation the names of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, right, and and Yahushai, right. So yeah, that's another way we know that we are close to the end, right? The fact that this truth is coming out, the fact that they're starting the persecution against the Israelites. That's how we know we are coming up towards the end. Right? In fact, let me read that. Is it in here? Let me get it. I know it's in Mark. Right, it says Mark 13:33, which says, take ye heed, watch and pray, for ye know not when the time is, right? So we're taking heed. So I'm the apostles on down. It's one thing that we've been taught, right? So what reads scriptures say that, man, right? We ain't supposed to be slack. We're supposed to be keeping an eye on what's going on around us, right? It says, take ye heed, watch and pray, right? So we're watching. One of the things we're watching is these prophecies unfolding, and that's allowing us to see just how close we are towards the end of this man's kingdom, right? The fact that this truth is global. We're rejoicing, like, yo, hey, our salvation is almost at hand, right? So yeah, like I said, just a quick one, a little bit of quick information. I was always Lord's Wood, I was edifying. Till next time, Shalom.